Hey guys, Glue76, third attempt on this video. I know, fail. This is iOS 7 Beta 4 for the iPad mini. The iPad mini is rocking a 1 gigahertz or 999 megahertz processor, A5 chip clocked at, like I just said, 1 gigahertz. I failed. 512 megabytes of RAM, and it is a 1024 by 768 resolution, coming in at 163 pixels per inch. Yeah, this is not a review on the iPad mini, just putting that out there. The Geekbench score is like around 760. It can go from like 740 all the way to like 800 I've seen, but it pretty much just changes on what you're doing. I don't know, it just changes every time, but that's an average score for it. So usually in iOS 7 beta updates, they just improve the overall user experience, so speed, battery life, how hot the device gets, because they added something new in location services called where is it? Let me turn it on really quick. Sorry, I'm using only one hand. Now called system services, and that usually puts a lot of stress on your battery. It uses all of this while your iPad is on, location services are on, and it usually heats it up a lot. So if you don't have to use it, I recommend turning location services off. It definitely speeds it up a lot. Well, one thing is you won't have Find My iPhone or iPad, whatever you have. Also it's kind of turning into a tip video. Go to General Accessibility, Reduce Motion. That's just the way when you tilt your tablet, your phone, it moves the apps. That drains the battery pretty fast because it's not optimized. So those pretty much will give you a lot better battery life. You guys already know the simple things. Turn off Wi-Fi when you're not using it, Bluetooth, all of those. And then mail and calendars, you want to turn push off. So mine's on, you want to turn it off. Gives it better battery life. So all the apps look different pretty much. For closing it, now you just swipe up. So I think it's a lot better because you actually could see the page instead of just seeing the little app wiggle. So compared to iOS 7 Beta 1, what I just had, because I downgraded from iOS 6.1.4 because I didn't like it. It was really slow, glitchy, buggy. I don't know. I just didn't like it at all. But I finally updated it. This is a new iPad, by the way. I got this about 2 weeks ago. I know I'm pretty bored right now. So yeah, it's a pretty new iPad. It's iPad mini, like I said. So all the apps look different. Like the Photos app, and now it shows like all the times of the year. See, just gonna go through a quick run through all the apps. Camera, they've added video. Well, I mean, they haven't added video, like you can't take video, but they've added a new layout for it. See, yeah, so you see that. I don't want too long in each app. Maps, they haven't really changed anything. I'll just go into it anyway because you guys probably want to see it. It just looks different. All the apps basically just look different. I mean, they perform differently too, but the apps that haven't really changed a whole bunch just basically look different, like Maps, contacts, notes, reminders, maybe. The clock hasn't really changed a whole bunch, but it definitely looks a lot better and cooler, as you see. It shows like where the places are that you have. Cupertino. It's not where I live. It just for some reason it has that. It's near where I live, and it just shows you the times and the weather, or the current weather there. The alarms definitely has changed too. Stopwatch has changed. It just looks more modern. Like I said, a lot of the apps just look a lot more modern, and the timer. Photo booth definitely hasn't really changed. It just looks different. The same effects basically. Calendars apps on iOS 7 Beta 3, they optimize it better for the iPad, iPhone, etc. So it's a lot faster, runs smoother. Contacts hasn't really changed either. I'm just gonna scroll through it so you don't see the last names. Notes has not really changed either, it just looks a little different. Reminders, so that I'm just gonna go through it. Reminders hasn't really changed either. Newsstand has changed, but since I said, like, magazines are their own thing, so they'll stay the same way because the publisher are gonna, it's like, they're gonna choose how they wants it to look. So pretty much just the background looks the same. Store looks the same. I'm gonna go into the App Store. I'm not gonna show you iTunes or the newsstand store or the bookstore because they all look the same. It's just different stuff. Like instead of apps, you get music. So it's basically the same. It just looks different at the top, the bottom. And I think it's a little faster, even though it should slow down your device a little bit. I think it's a little bit faster. We're going to Game Center, which has major, like, dramatically changed. No more green felt. It's definitely more modern and colorful. See those bubbles? It just tells you games and then challenges. You guys can add me if you want. Here, I'll put my thing back up. That's my name on Game Center. You can add me. I'll play with you if you want. Play games with you, I guess. Settings has changed. I was just in settings, but they just look a lot different now. I mean, I think they look cooler. Hopefully, when then the full iOS 7 comes out, it will definitely be a lot faster than this and smoother. Emails hasn't really changed. I just went to the Genius Bar. So videos hasn't changed. Music is definitely, I mean, videos has changed, but it's not a huge difference where you guys need to see really. And now it has iTunes Radio. It's not an actual radio channel. It's just the type of music you want, like rock or dubstep or rap or whatever. It just finds a station. So the way stuff looks, it definitely looks different. I'm just gonna click this song. Well, I guess I don't have it downloaded. That's a fail. Just gonna click a song. What? It's not working. Oh, there we go. Kind of loud. So it definitely looks different. I'm not saying I like Skrillex. I just have all these old songs. Yeah, I went to settings already. Mail, calculator. That's an app I got. Facebook's an app I got. YouTube. It's basically just FaceTime and messages in Safari. I'll show you guys. Oh, again, I don't want to see the last ones. It hasn't really changed at all. Just the way it looks on the outside. Safari has changed drastically. Now you can have your little bookmarks like that. I think it looks a lot better and cooler. You can have a lot more tabs open without it's actually slowing down. There's the Apple website, so it loads pretty much the same. And then messages. It hasn't really changed. The keyboard has changed though. If I go to just like that, so it has changed. So rate, subscribe, comment, and I will do a review on iOS 7 Beta 4 for the iPhone 5. I might have a giveaway coming up when I hit 150 subs, so rate, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys later.